In 2016, I began my master's program. It was here where I was led to my traditional teachings, healing, and being comfortable enough to approach Veterans Affairs in the military again. For my thesis, I thought I would be in an archive somewhere, digging out World War II relics or reading through page after page of primary material. I thought I could avoid talking to people, especially veterans. I was more comfortable doing it alone because I was hesitant to trust again. At that time, I was struggling from the mental and physical injuries I had sustained in my military career. When I released from the military, I was alone and adrift. I felt lost, and that no one had my back. Then I met Devin, another Métis veteran who recognized that my needs as an Indigenous woman and veteran were unaddressed. He suggested using ceremonies to find myself and invited me to my first sweat lodge. I struggled on whether to go or not, as the idea of being surrounded by military men again was a distressing one. I missed at least 2 of those lodges because the anxiety was far too overwhelming, but eventually I did go. There were so many people in the lodge, and it was one of the hottest I'd ever been to. Sitting in complete darkness and heat, wave after wave of hot, moist air washed over my back and neck. I felt thunder. I stepped out of the lodge, feeling like a newborn with a blank slate to work with. It was explained later that this sweat lodge was unique because of the winter solstice, so it was a spirit sweat for those needing healing and guidance. I started to return to lodges monthly and found it gave me the stability I needed. I'd been gifted my traditional name and colors, and I was starting to pick up Anishinaabe teachings through Devin and other Indigenous veterans. I was surprised one night when I was greeted by someone I used to serve with. He was acting as the firekeeper for the lodge. What surprised me even more was the biggest smile on his face when he saw me, and he came rushing over to give me a tight hug. Where did you go? Until that moment, no one I served with had ever asked why I had left or what had happened. One night, after one of the lodges, I had a dream. I don't remember my dreams very often, but when I do, they're vivid. I can taste, smell, and feel everything within them. I could see the dancer in front of me, hear the brilliant copper-colored jingles making a sound like the rush of falling rain. They flashed like lightning through the dark sky as she danced. The dress was a dark gray, color that mimicked the sky just before a storm about to break, and the jingles were held fast by bright yellow bias tape sewn down to resemble lightning streaks across the sky. I remember thinking, wow, she's beautiful. I could see how comfortable she was with herself. Her presence was like the reverberation of a thunderclap in the chest. When I woke, I could still hear the thunder and see the light flashing, even though my room was pitch black. I understood, and she was me, a reminder. Benisi, the Thunderbird. Creator continues to show me what I need to do to heal myself and others, and how to walk the red road. Mino Binamazawin, living a good life, living a healthy life.